Hi, this is Layle Koncar with Simple Stories, and today we're going to take a look at some of the wonderful interactive elements that we've made with the I Am bundle at Scrapbook.com. So the base of all these interactive elements is the I Am 6x8 paper pad. So we're going to take a look at our first one, and that is this really simple, let me get that straight there. There we go. This really simple little fold out. And this one I like to share because it uses the 6x8 one of the 6x8 papers, which most people normally think of as just being a vertical or portrait paper. But there are some of the designs that can also work horizontally, and that's what we've done with this particular page here. So super easy to make. All we're going to do is take this piece of 6x8 paper from the pad. We're going to bring in our scoring tool, and I'm going to score at 4.5. And that's just really an arbitrary measurement. The reason I picked 4.5 is that when I fold that over, I still have enough room here on the side to punch my holes. Oh, I didn't do a very good job of scoring that. Let's get that fixed. I still have enough room here on the side to punch my holes. So I'm going to take one of my pocket pages that I'm using in the album, and I'm going to use that just as a template. So I will lay that over the top of my little interactive element here, and we'll take our hole punch, and we're just going to punch our hole and punch our hole. So now I would decorate that, but it is now ready to go, and I have a nice little horizontal interactive element that I can add to my album. So that size worked really well because it's 6x8, but you could also use that with any 12x12 paper if you wanted, and to just cut it down. All right, so this next one, this is another interactive element, but this one is a vertical. So as you see, this one opens from the top. So very easy to make as well. And that also involves two pieces of paper from the I Am 6x8 pad. Again, our scoring tool. So I have already cut one of these papers down. You can see it's 1 inch smaller than the other one. So basically I cut 1 inch off of the side, and I cut 1 inch off of the side because I want it to have a little bit of that base paper border. I have left it the length that it is, but I could also shorten it a little bit if I wanted. But the reason I left the length that it is I'm actually going to score at the top. So that top part of the fold is actually going to come over to the back. One thing that's really important here, when you are doing some kind of flip up like that, it's really important that the paper that's on the other side, if it has an orientation to it, and what I mean by that is this definitely has an orientation to it. The butterflies, we want them to face upside down, right? Our butterflies, we don't want floating upside down. So I should have said we want it to face right side up. I just want to make sure before I score that to double check. See, I would have scored it wrong that way. Turn it around, double check. When I flip it, okay, there. Now I know I want to score it. So I'm just going to pop that right into my little scoring tablet there, or table. And I'm going to score that at about 1/2 inch. And again, that's another arbitrary measurement. The 1/2 inch I usually just pick because that seems to be about the width of most tape runners. So let's run that out of the way there. And then we're just going to run our little tape runner there along the top. And we'll flip that over to the back side. Get that about centered and flip it over the top. And now I have my fun little interactive element, and then I could continue to decorate and add photos. And I also have that full back side to add photos as well if I would like. All right, the next one we're going to take a look at is this guy, and this guy is a trifold. So we're using the exact same thing again. We're using some of the papers from our 6x8 pad, but this one we need to do a little bit more trimming. But I've already done that, but we're going to walk through exactly what we need to do there. So as we look at this, it starts out as a single 6x8 page, but it opens up once, And then it opens up again. And this actually works really well with the papers in the pad because I'm using two that are the exact same pattern. Remember, in the pad, there are 2 sheets each of 12 designs. And then this guy here coordinates very well. It uses kind of that same base pattern for that one as well. So it goes very well together. But what I need to do is I need to take my 3 pieces. So those were the 2, and that was the base. On my 3 pieces, the first one, I have trimmed a 1/2 inch off the right side. So you can see there, 1/2 inch off the right side. I need to bring back in my handy dandy scoring tool. And I am now going to locate my bone folder, and I'm going to score the, I turned that up, actually, I won't turn that upside down, that'll get confusing. I'm gonna score the right-hand side by 1/2 inch. So I trimmed a 1/2 inch and then scored the right side 1/2 inch. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the second piece. So this was the duplicate of our first one, and this one I've actually trimmed an entire inch off of. So you can see I trimmed the inch off of this side now. And this one I also need to score along the right edge. So I'm gonna score here at 4.5. And now I'm going to get out my adhesive and we'll put that all together. Started with the full size one, I turned it over, and this one is going to be adhered right here to the edge. So let's do that. A little bit of adhesive. There we go. And my scoring makes it so I can open that. And then we're turning that over. So this was our piece that we cut a 1/2 inch off of. I now need to add adhesive to that scored piece or edge. And there we go. And now that scored edge is going to be adhered to our base. Alrighty, so there we go. Now I want to come back in here and fold that one in, and then fold there on our scored edge. So I have my kind of trifold. I open and then I open again. And this space here is perfect for maybe either a vertical 4x6 photos or maybe 2 smaller horizontal photos, room for journaling, and so forth. All right, the last thing I want to show you is actually not part of a kit, and it is not part of the bundle. It is something that we offer free at Simple Stories. Let me grab this here. And these are printables. So if you go to simplestories.com and click on Project Downloads, we have lots of free printables there. This particular set that I'm looking at is the I Am set for the A5 Carpe Diem planners. Now here's a little hint. A5 is almost the same size as 6x8. So what that means, since we've been working here in a 6x8 binder, I can use some of these printables in my album that I've been working on. So you guys, there are 20 pages of free printables in here. And again, those are free. You just go to simplestories.com and click on Project Downloads. But what I want to show you, this is one of those free printables, and I have already cut it out. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to use my pocket page that I had used before as a template, and I'm going to punch the holes like so and like so. And now I have additional items that I can add to my album that coordinate and are all themed with that beautiful I Am collection. You guys, thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoy the I Am collection and have fun documenting your story.